Roman, 4-4 out of Hutchinson, Kansas, in Elite Combat Sports Center. Our main card this evening, once again, presented by Rage Fitness. 5-minute rounds underway here in our professional ranks.
Presented by Verse, powered by Rage Fitness. Fighting out of the blue corner, he comes in with 4 wins and only 4 losses, representing Elite Combat Sports Center from Hutchinson, Kansas, Arturo Roman. And his opponent comes in with 3 wins and only 1 defeat. He represents Springfield Fight Club out of Springfield, Missouri.
I call it the signature power stance from Billy Wilson. That's how he likes to start his fights. Coming off a really good performance in Kansas City versus Isaac Yancey. And has an opportunity against Arturo Roman tonight. Both good young prospects here. Back-to-back head kicks offered by Roman. There's the first entry by Wilson.
Just relentless in the clinch. Billy Wilson, outside reap early. But I got to give credit where credit's due. Arturo Roman with possibly the best tattoo of the night, with 3 Ninjas tattoo on his back across his shoulders.
Both guys got some solid tattoos. And this is where the question was in the pre-fight, is Billy Wilson going to look to take this fight to the ground with that submission threat that Arturo Roman possesses? He did. And he's going to look to employ his game plan right here, right now, looking good in control.
Yeah, Billy Wilson with one of the best top games we have seen inside of the cage here at Synergy FC. And it's no secret on what he wants to do when he steps in here. He's going to put your back against the cage, your head against the fence, and he's going to pound your face in until you give up.
Yep, earlier Arturo Roman was trying to get his back against the cage. Wilson doing a good job of controlling him. Keeping him away from that cage, and just banking top time.
Butterfly hook in, looking to search and control the wrist as Arturo Roman passing Billy's wrist under his own hip here.
Yep, he's a good guy that looks to stay active in his guard. You know, he's going to look for different opportunities. It looks like he's got the leg. For a moment, Billy Wilson doing a good job, you know, maintaining top position.
Potential triangle threat from Arturo Roman working on that left side, but Billy Wilson feels it and squares his hips back up to get Arturo Roman off of that arm.
And just like his last fight, he showed that he has the ability to do this, you know, over the course of the fight.
Oh, big elbow from the bottom from Arturo Roman, just squeaks through.
Yeah, Billy has his hands together right in front of us under, you know, the back of Arturo Roman. Now up to the shoulders.
Yeah, Arturo Roman looking to almost flower sweep into an armbar attempt there.
He's got the mounted guard. Wow, that
slick
was,
armbar attempt from Arturo Roman.
That was so
uses
smooth.
it to sweep Billy Wilson back up on top, and he's got to stack, and he's got to scoop underneath the head.
That was smooth by Arturo Roman right there.
Doing a great job squeaking his elbow through.
Yeah, he's got to get his elbow pass. He does. Great submission defense by Billy Wilson.
Arturo Roman with the slick guard work here against Billy Wilson early in round number 1.
Yeah, he's got it like that. We've seen it.
Nice elbows here from Billy Wilson to open up the guard. High tripod passing position from Billy Wilson. Steps over, halfway has the mount. Wow. Almost forces it back here, and he's got a single hook in, and he's riding.
He's got the neck, but good job by Arturo Roman, you know, removing that angle, and now he's on top.
Yeah, overcommitment there from Billy Wilson. for just a second, and it cost him. Now he's on his back in the bottom half guard position against a consummate finisher like Arturo Roman.
Yeah, we talk about Arturo Roman, how good he is off the back, but you know, he's got a good top game as well. Wilson's able to get up. He's in on a guillotine that's really, really tight here, Justin.
Arturo Roman doing a good job getting his head to the floor to stop the compression, but Billy Wilson has a vice grip.
He does. He's not letting go of that right now,
Wow.
but Arturo's out in full mount.
Arturo Roman doing a great job getting his forehead to the floor and preventing the extension and contraction from Billy Wilson. Now Billy giving up his back as he tripods to try and stand.
Short time, but this guy does pose that submission threat, and he's on his back with under 20 to go.
Yeah, 15 seconds left here in round number 1, and Billy Wilson gives up his back trying to stand up. 10 seconds as the bell claps, and Billy Wilson, relentless as always,
right
into a triangle, eating big elbows. 5 minutes of non-stop resiliency. Arturo Roman and Billy Wilson putting on a show for the fans here tonight at the Shrine Mosque.
And you see Arturo Roman, he pointed to the crowd and pointed at his wrist, said he got saved by the bell right there, or it was over. And that might have been the case. That was a deep triangle attempt, but Wilson always aware of where the time clock is, so willing to take a little bit more risks as the fight goes along. Both guys got good fight IQ.
Our professional featherweight feature bout presented by Vert's Neighborhood Dispensary has been action-packed since the second these gentlemen touched gloves.
Yeah, and a pretty close round when it was all said and done. You know, Billy Wilson had a lot of control time, but a decent amount of submissions thrown up from Roman as well.
Yeah, the control time definitely goes to Billy Wilson, but damage being the #1 overall scoring factor here in the state of Missouri. I'd be interested to see how they score this after that last flurry at the end of round number 1.
Oh, left hand by Arturo Roman.
Yeah, gentlemen trading left hands. Billy switches stances after he ate that left hand in the body. Great shot. And now he's in on that single leg and just dragging Arturo Roman to the cage.
It's a perfectly timed entry right there by Billy Wilson, and he can do this for 15 minutes. He's got the cardio to do it.
Yeah, great chin strap here just to wrap the head and flatten out Arturo Roman. Billy Wilson back into the closed guard. Saw a little bit of danger here at the end of round 1 with that triangle attempt from Arturo Roman. Let's see if Billy plays it a little more cautious while he's trying to pass. As I say that, high tripod overhook passing attempt here. Just driving that left shoulder into Arturo Roman, folding that neck up against the cage. You know, not exactly a submission attempt, but just brute force trying to open up the legs of Arturo Roman and force a pass.
Yeah, coming on almost a minute of control time again here in round number 2. He's unable to pass the guard of Arturo Roman, but he has so much pressure.
As we say that,
there he is, half guard.
Into the half guard, steps around, almost gets the mount, was a little too overzealous, and Arturo Roman elects to collect the half guard to slow Billy down. Half guard, chest to chest, an incredible position to be in if you're Billy the Kid Wilson. You can control that bottom leg and stop an explosive guy like Arturo Roman from really creating any submission attempts.
And Billy Wilson has trapped the left arm for a moment. Now he's in on a guillotine.
Wow, great sweep there, though, to get back on top. And Billy's got to get to his hip, though, if he wants to collapse and finish here.
We'll see. Arturo doing a good job staying on top right here, because if he gets out, then he's in a good position. He's trying to get back to mount again, like he did in round number 1. This time, Billy Wilson not allowing him to.
Wow.
And he transitions up top.
Great hips from Billy Wilson to regain top control.
Yeah, he's so good right here in these spots, these transitions.
Working that 50-50 on the backside here is Arturo Roman. He's got to watch his face here, committing both hands to that leg. Uh-oh, outside heel hook attempt from the 50-50.
Yeah, Billy Wilson doing a good job.
Yeah.
Submission defense is on point tonight.
Passing that ankle over, getting to a leg drag-esque position, but Arturo Roman turning the hips over, coming up on top. Halfway into a triangle here, if Billy Wilson can free his right leg. Both arms in, Arturo Roman escapes danger for the time being.
Both of these guys, submission defense is on point.
Just a gas tank for both guys. Billy clamping up that guillotine again. All he's got to do is get to that left hip if he wants to work to finish. So if he wants to finish, he's got to get to the left hip. If he wants to get up, though, getting to that right hip and clamping the head down, building the right elbow so he can extract his right leg is going to be his best line of defense here.
Good attacks from the bottom by Billy Wilson.
Threatening the Darce for just a moment. One thing I learned from CJ the Ground Shark Hunter, threatening that Darce is a great way to get your opponents to force their shoulders back to the mat to stay wide.
Right now, under a minute to go, Arturo Wilson in a really good position here.
Arturo Wilson fighting again. Wrapping up that Darce.
Just a back and forth, action-packed fight. Both of these guys having their moments.
Billy's got to get that left elbow across the hip here, though, if he wants to start to stay even more safe from this. The longer he stays between the legs, the easier it can be for Arturo Roman to collapse, but Billy doing a great job peeking out and getting back onto a single leg. Arturo Roman.
Yeah, good job by Roman.
Heavy in the front headlock position, just raining down elbows
Wilson
to the midsection.
Back on the single leg. See here another submission attempt right there by Arturo Roman, but it looks like he might run out of time again. There it is. And that's how both rounds have ended, but with Arturo Roman in a submission attempt, but these are back and forth moments of these fights. It's super close going into round number 3.
Billy the Kid Wilson taking extremely deep breaths over there on the stool, facing some adversity here in round number 2.
And both of them got to be tired, like after all that.
Yeah, it has been non-stop action since the second that first bell rang. I would hate to be a judge on the other end of these scorecards.
And it's a big third round for both of these gentlemen. It's been an incredible fight so far, but Arturo Roman looking to get his record above 500. Billy Wilson looking to improve to 4-1. It could all ride on this round right here.
Look at the gamesmanship here. Look at Billy Wilson. His foot is inside that initial octagon. One of my favorite things that fighters do just to create a little bit of an advantage for himself. Look, Billy took the center right away. Ate a big knee, though.
2 of them. Good sprawl by Roman.
Good crackdown on that single leg there from Billy Wilson. But Arturo Roman not giving up that easily.
And Wilson's a guy that can finish a single leg from, you know, where it looks like he doesn't have it, and that's an excellent takedown right there. And they're almost too sweaty to pull off a guillotine attempt, and also too good.
Yeah, I'm surprised Billy's not taking his right hand and pressing down on the elbow. That's over the top of his head. Because once you see, you know, someone's neck clear like this, you know, it's a good indicator you can free the rest of your head by pressing on the elbow.
And here we are again, early in the round, Wilson on top. And it's been pretty much the same in the first 2 rounds, where it's early control by Billy Wilson. We'll see if he can ride it out and put a stamp on the round this time as he has this control.
Yeah, it's almost been carbon copies of each other, round 1 and round 2. Billy Wilson, early takedowns, a lot of control. Then we get deeper into the round, and we see Roman just start to really come on late. And, man, as you hear the crowd here just getting behind Billy Wilson,
Yep.
that's got to strike some energy into the heart of Billy Wilson.
Let's see if either of these guys, you know, begin to fade too, because it's been non-stop grappling exchanges, searching for positions. Back to the cage is Arturo Roman, but that's where Billy Wilson's really good, is getting his opponent away from the cage. But there's a mouthpiece out.
Yeah, it looks like
Nick
Billy
Barron's
Wilson
collected it.
Arturo Roman just crafty as ever in his guard, not taking a lot of damage here.
And there's just not a moment to get his mouthpiece back in because they're so busy on the ground. Both of them are.
Yeah, Billy working to pass here onto his left side.
You see every time Arturo Roman tries to scoot away, Billy Wilson is right there with his hips, you know, maintaining that position. But it's a good guard from Arturo Roman, definitely. But at this point in the fight, he's got to get back to his feet or get his own, you know, grappling offense going, I think, in order to potentially steal this fight.
Yeah, he's got to be more active in his guard. You know, we're not seeing a lot of feet in the hips. We're seeing more, you know, butterfly attempts, trying to off-balance and sweep, which is an incredible tactic, but that's not what's worked so far. So we got to start changing things up. The submission attempts were working very early. We saw a deep armbar attempt, but here we are threatening that triangle again. He's got to be more active inside in the closed guard here if he's going to stay here and not attempt to put the feet on the hips and stand up.
Yep, electing to stay on his back and strike from the bottom. That time he shrimps out, but Billy's right back in on a single leg, now to a double. And he
Big
takes
slam.
it for a ride.
And the crowd uncorks here at the Shrine Mosque for Billy the Kid Wilson.
And that's what scores with the judges, is big takedowns like that. Over a minute left, almost 3 minutes of control time at this point in this round for Billy Wilson. He's going to try to ride it out here. And that's Arturo Roman gets up one more time, trying to. And he's almost been out a couple times, but Billy Wilson, you see just how relentless he is on just corralling something.
Almost has a triangle here. Could this be it? Closing seconds of the fight. Arturo Roman has a tight triangle locked up. Let's see if he switches to the armbar here. I can't see from my vantage point.
He's out.
Billy Wilson just cannot be stopped. Into the crucifix now. Raining shots from above.
All night, Billy Wilson just escaping these submissions and initiating his own grappling offense. This crowd 100% behind him. That was an all-action fight, entertaining for 15 minutes. And both of these guys put on an incredible performance tonight. That's a really close and good fight.
Billy Wilson with an incredible performance in round number 3 to close the show here tonight on what looks to be another victory in his young professional career.
Yeah, Billy Wilson just telling Arturo Roman, you know, keep your head up after that performance. You know, it's going to be an interesting scorecard, I would think, but, you know, Billy Wilson did have control time. He banked some in every single round. And, you know, Arturo Roman, although very active off of his back, it just might not have been enough to get the victory tonight.
You know, control time, unfortunately not the main scoring factor here in the state of Missouri by a definition of the ruling. You know, Billy Wilson could have 4 straight minutes of control time, but if Arturo Roman lands the more damaging blows in that round, by definition of the rules, he should win. So
you're exactly right.
I'm interested to see what they score the first 2 rounds.
We have a unanimous decision. All 3 judges scored this bout 29-28. And your winner, fighting out of the red corner,
What I had it on my unofficial scorecard as well. 29-28 for the Kid, the Butcher, Billy the Kid Wilson, victorious here tonight at Synergy FC 14.